Hello guys, Bazza back again, aka the Soul Assassin, and we're doing a banter with Bazza today. I know it was maybe a week and a half ago, something like that, since the last one, so this has been the last one for a while. I'll leave it for a month or something like that, but I wanted to do this one just because I had a few things going around in my head that I wanted to say. I did have a question or a topic, that someone wanted me to answer, so I'll do that as well. So let's do the banter with Bazza. Right, so I've just finished work. I've just cut my hair, or lack of it, so it's all off now. I'm still rocking the beard. It will be getting bigger. And I've just realised I've got a horrific t-shirt tan. But yeah, it's too hot, so the vest is on. So let's crack on now with the topic. Was asked by Jason Pryor, and he asked, do you think they should bring back the national service for 18 to 21 year olds, for people who aren't at uni and in jobs and stuff like that? Yes, I do. Jason also agrees that they do. He used to be in the Marines not so long ago in his younger days. So, and he said to me, I've had a little chat with him as well, and he said to me, he made him a better person, he made him respect people more, things more, made him a better person in general. And yeah, so for people who aren't on the dole, and this is a shady area for me with past experiences, but he words it as in people who are on the dole who don't want to get a job, who are just on the dole because they're lazy bastards. Drinking on the streets, taking drugs, wrecking your street, wrecking your property, wrecking your town, wrecking your community. Absolutely. If they're not going to go to uni, they're not going to go to college, they're not going to get a job, and they're just lazy ass bastards, absolutely you should bring back national service, get them chucked in. It might hopefully knock some sense into them, make them respect people more, respect the surroundings, have a bit more self-worth with themselves, and just respect what we have, instead of wanting to just wreck it and cause a mess and nuisance and just be a dick, basically. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've worked since I was 16-year-old, I'm now 31, and in them years, was it 15 years? Is it 15 years? Maybe something like that. There you go, I'm striking at maths. I've been out of a job and on the dole twice. I think twice, I could be wrong. But I've always worked, and it's only been a few months gap between jobs. So I've always been looking for work. Granted, maybe not as much as I should have when I was out of work, but I've always been there or thereabouts. But even if I did have loads of money, I think I'd still work. If I won the lottery, I'd still go to work, because I like to earn my money. I don't like to be given it. It's just a personal thing that I like to feel like I'm doing something for my money. So that's my response to Jason Pryor's question. Now, this brings me on to another topic. In the past week or so, I have noticed on YouTube some rudeness, really, just circulating around. It's quite petty, really. It's just, if people comment on my channel, my videos, whether it be negative, positive, whatever, I comment back to each and every one of them. Now, I know people say they haven't got time, to do everyone's, but I, mainly, might not have as well, but I make sure I do it. I make time, because each and every one of you who comment on it took time to watch my video, so why shouldn't I give a little bit, a little bit more of my time just to message you back. Now, I've messaged a few people on YouTube on their videos, etc., and not one of them replies back. Now, I've had a discussion with people about it, and they've just said, well, why don't you just unsub them? Now, I don't think I should have to unsub people, because if I enjoy watching them, but why can't they just spend 2 seconds to message me? Now, it's funny because, and it sounds quite petty, but it's just a little thing nagging at me. Like, I message them, then it'll say 35 minutes later someone else has messaged them. Yeah, they'll message them, but they haven't done mine, and I'll message everyone else underneath, but mine's not. It's a bit weird, that, isn't it? I ask questions on people's Q&A videos. Questions don't get read out. Now, what peed me off a little bit was said person, won't mention his name, did a Q&A recently where he was having someone else read the questions out while he answered them. I might have given it away with just that, but I'm not going to say the name. And basically, they must have pre-read the questions or pre-rehearsed it or whatever. But the person who's reading it maybe forgot, not like, oh, I shouldn't be reading this. Because she goes to read it, my question is at the top. I was the first person to actually ask a question. And as she goes to read it, this person nudges her. She stops and reads the next person's. Now that's just, shit basically. I mean, I've took the time, I still sub to this person, still comment on his videos and stuff. Have the courtesy to just answer the question. So there's that. Right, next topic. And this is could come across as a bit of a morbid one, but I hope it doesn't. But it might just give you a little insight into me. On Facebook, maybe I think it was 2 days ago now, I put up my status as depression is a bastard. Now, no one really knows this. My wife knows it, but, well, tell a lie. There's one person, and it's a proper, like, oh, where'd that come from? Knows this. Well, I hope he remembers having this conversation with me, but it was Tabletop Banter, Callum from Legion of Gamza. When I very first joined that, I think he said in the video about depression, and I had a conversation with him and stuff and said, I know exactly what you're going on about, because I suffer with depression. Like I say, not many people know it, but I made that comment on Facebook simply because I had a proper low day, like just sat there crying, you know what I mean? It's proper. And at first, my thoughts of depression were, oh, you don't want to be telling people that. People think you're a weirdo and all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I have an illness type thing, so you just deal with it. I've got, like I say, I made that comment. I had lovely comments off people from co-workers, past co-workers, and I didn't even know, and I've worked for them for however long. So I am quite good at hiding it. I mean, my loudness and not giving a beep what people think, and I say how it is, saying how it is, I just say how it is, but the other stuff, it's like a front. No one really knows, what goes on in people's heads, I suppose. But my wife, she's a legend, absolute legend. She helps me with everything. She's always there for me. My best friend. My daughter, absolute, without her, she's literally have a shit day. Look at her, bing, there you go. Just class again. Even when she's been naughty, you know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, I suffer with depression, guys. Now that might, a little insight into me. You might be thinking, whoa, hang on a minute. Now looking back at your previous videos, and maybe I can kind of understand how you've reacted and stuff like that. Now, again, Jason Pryor messaged me once he read that message on Facebook, and he's messaged me saying you're alright and stuff like that. He made a daft little joke about it yesterday, saying, "Are you alright, mate? Are you Jekyll or are you Hyde today?" And I turned around to him and went, "I'm the Hulk, and in brackets, I'm always angry, I just learn how to control it. I don't mean angry, but you know what I mean. Like, I learn how to control my depression. Now, there's going to be days, people, where you're going to be shit. But at the end of the day, who's gonna be there for you? Well, hopefully, like you close people, but you've got to suck it up, grow some bollocks, get on with it. And I believe you can cure depression. People say maybe you can, but I honestly believe you can. I don't think I've cured yet, because like I say, I had a little episode the other day. I'll probably have episodes down the road, but I'm not going to bottle it up, because if you do, it's just going to erupt into fucking World War III in it, you know what I mean? You're just going to end up wrecking everything. But if you let things out gently, gradually, as time goes on, you can manage it and do whatever. So yeah, I have depression, guys, and I'm getting on with it. Yeah, that was quite a big thing for me to just say all that and stuff there. So with that depressing end, I'll leave you with that. Remember, kids, do what your parents tell you, and everyone else, have a good hobby time. Go and smash them hobby goals. This is Bazza signing out. Peace.